Archaeologists scanning inside the Great Pyramid of Giza detected a hollow spot.
The tomb belonged to a high-ranking priest who lived during the 2450th century BC.
Then they've also found 40 stone coffins believed to belong to the priest's family members.
Winged goddesses protect the king, who holds the crook and flail, symbols of royal power.
Let's take a trip to Egypt, the home of ancient pyramids, mummies, and mystery. The land stretches for miles with secrets buried deep within the sand. But despite the fact that this land of intrigue has been vastly explored by archaeologists and scientists, there are still terrifying discoveries that continue to baffle them, and they may just make your skin crawl. From cursed tombs to haunting artifacts and unexplained phenomena, ancient Egypt was home to many bizarre and unnerving things that have left scientists frightened for centuries. From the building of the pyramids to the strange sightings and legends that seem to haunt this land, let's explore the land of the pharaohs and the chilling finds that await us there. There are so many things left undiscovered, and even the discoveries that scientists have made remain wrapped in mystery. So grab your Indiana Jones hat and let's dive in and explore terrifying discoveries found in Egypt, the Golden Mummy.
The beginning. I think we need at least 5 more missions.
Let's travel to a burial site south of Cairo, Saqqara, where archaeologists have uncovered a mummy unlike any other. This mummy, belonging to a man named Hekashepes, is covered in gold leaf and has been sealed inside a sarcophagus for 4,300 years. The mummy, believed to be one of the oldest and most complete non-royal corpses ever found in Egypt, was discovered down a 15 shaft. This discovery has left scientists in awe and wonder as they continue to unravel the mysteries behind this ancient burial site and the man resting within. This wasn't the only tomb that was unearthed in Saqqara. 3 other tombs were also discovered, holding the remains of important figures from ancient Egypt's past. One tomb belonged to Khnumdjedef, a priest, inspector, and supervisor of nobles. The second tomb belonged to Mary, a senior palace official given the title of secret keeper, revealing that he was in charge of performing special religious rituals. Even freakier, archaeologists found a collection of what are believed to be the largest statues ever discovered in the area. But how did these men die, and why was one covered in gold leaf? We may never know. Alien stones.
This proved that the material was extraterrestrial. This immediately caused a problem.
Ancient Egypt is a hotbed for strange and unexplained discoveries, and the Hypatia stone is no exception. This enigmatic rock was discovered in the Egyptian desert in 1996 and has been baffling scientists ever since. Its unusual chemical makeup suggests it could be evidence of a stellar explosion that happened billions of years ago. Could it be the first evidence of a standard candle supernova explosion on Earth? The scientists studying the Hypatia stone believe it could be, as its composition is different from other space rocks that typically pass by our planet. It is believed to have formed from dust and gas surrounding the supernova, eventually forming a small stone that shot through the universe until it crashed into Earth's atmosphere. This discovery has left scientists with more questions than answers about the nature of the universe, but has also sparked some conspiracy theories that aliens may have planted this stone in Egypt. Soraas Pyramid.
The undiscovered corridor and series of rooms or magazines have been found leading off from the eastern side of the pyramid's antechamber.
Next, let's take a look at Soraas Pyramid, where Egyptologists have uncovered hidden rooms that challenge what we know about the construction of such structures. The pyramid, located at the Abusir necropolis, was built for the second ruler of Egypt's 5th dynasty, Sahura, around the 25th century BCE. While it was first explored all the way back in 1902 by Ludwig Borchardt, it wasn't until recently that archaeologists dug deeper and found a blocked passageway leading to several previously undocumented storage rooms. The team used 3D laser scanning to map the interior of the pyramid, shedding light on its unique architecture. This discovery has changed our understanding of pyramid construction in the Old Kingdom, possibly suggesting that Sahura and his successors were pioneers in architectural innovation. This chilling discovery quickly baffled scientists as it changed everything they thought they knew about the pyramids, and just goes to show that there is always more to uncover in the land of the pharaohs. Roxana Dickson.
They find remains of a second body in the water, a few hundred meters along the bay.
While many terrifying discoveries in Egypt come from ancient times, others are more recent and arguably all the more shocking for it. Only a year ago, in July 2022, a team of divers were sent to investigate the gruesome death of 68-year-old Elizabeth Sauer, who was mauled to death by a tiger shark on the popular tourist coast of Sal Hashish, Egypt. But they made a shocking discovery. Just a few hundred meters away, the remains remains of another woman, 44-year-old Roxana Dickson. Unlike Sauer's death, there were no witnesses to Donnison's attack, leaving scientists puzzled as to how she met her tragic end. With remains that had been in the water for some time, it appeared that a shark had returned to her body multiple times to feed. While tourists don't expect to encounter a shark during their vacation, attacks in the Red Sea are not unheard of, making this discovery all the more chilling. Egypt may be a popular tourist destination, but always check the water before you go for a swim. Pregnant mummy. There are many horrifying discoveries to be made about Egyptian mummies, but this recent finding may just be the most shocking yet. The scan of ancient Egyptian priest Horjehuti's mummy revealed the remains of a tiny fetus inside the mummy's womb. This is the first time a deliberately mummified pregnant woman has been found, leaving scientists with more questions than answers. Who was this woman, and what led to her being mummified with her unborn child still inside? The mysterious lady of the National Museum in Warsaw has left scientists puzzled, and this find just adds to the long list of strange and baffling discoveries found in ancient Egypt. For unknown reasons, the fetus had not been removed from the abdomen during the mummification, explained archaeologist Wojciech Eitzmund, who was baffled as to how and why this happened. This discovery only deepens the mysteries surrounding ancient Egyptian burial practices and customs, and has undoubtedly led scientists to some terrifying conclusions. Otzi the Iceman.
He's the oldest human mummy ever found.
While the infamous Otzi the Iceman may not have been discovered in ancient Egypt, his mummified remains qualify him for a spot on our list. Otzi, the 5300-year-old mummy, was found in the Italian Alps and has since been the subject of intense study and fascination. However, his discovery has also been shrouded in a curse that seems to have taken the lives of those who came into close contact with him. From the death of the forensic team leader who handled his body, to the journalist who filmed his removal from the mountain, and even the alpine expert who led the team to Otzi's body, many have met an untimely end. Some believe that the curse is a result of disturbing the ancient remains, and it serves as a reminder of the dangers that come with unearthing the ancient mysteries of the world. Others have claimed that, similar to the curses alleged to be on the pyramids, Otzi was originally from ancient Egypt and was cursed in a similar manner. Mummy head. Let's travel to an attic in Kent, where the most harrowing discovery awaits us. A man, sorting through his deceased brother's belongings, stumbled upon a rather unusual and terrifying object. A mummy's head was resting amongst his brother's things, and the man was shocked to find that the mummy was believed to be around 2,500 years old. The head was most likely brought back to England as a souvenir by one of the man's ancestors who had visited Egypt. The head has since been gifted to Canterbury museums and galleries and has undergone a CT scan that has revealed its age and origins. This discovery leaves us with so many questions, such as how did this head end up in a Kent attic, and what other ancient artifacts might be hiding in our own homes. This terrifying discovery is enough to make anyone think twice before venturing into their old belongings, and has sparked many conspiracy theories involving curses and mummies. Secret chamber. You would think that we know everything there is to know about the Great Pyramid of Giza, but it seems that there might be more secrets hiding within. In 2022, a 30-foot-long hidden corridor was discovered by scientists near the main entrance of the 4500-year-old pyramid. This secret passage could lead to more knowledge about the structure's construction and purpose. But what could be hidden inside this secret chamber? Could it lead to a real-life chamber of secrets full of ancient treasures, or maybe even curses? Scientists have been searching for answers, but the mystery remains unsolved. However, this is not the first hidden discovery within the pyramid. In 2017, a study revealed 2 mysterious voids within the structure, adding to the intrigue and speculation surrounding this ancient structure. While scientists haven't visited these mysterious voids yet, we can't help but wonder what secrets they might hold. Will we ever uncover the truth behind these hidden chambers within the Great Pyramid of Giza? King Tut's curse.
Carter and his expedition party first discover the tomb of King Tuts.
Let's take a closer look at King Tut's infamous tomb and the supposed curse that has surrounded it since its discovery. The discovery of King Tut's tomb in 1922 by British archaeologist Howard Carter and his team was a monumental achievement in the world of archaeology, but it also unleashed a series of unexplained events that would become known as the Curse of the Pharaohs. Some believe that the curse was caused by the disturbance of the pharaoh's final resting place, while others point to scientific theories such as exposure to toxins found in the tomb. However, these explanations have not stopped the rumors and superstitions surrounding the so-called curse. Many of those who were present during the opening of the tomb met unfortunate fates, from mysterious deaths to strange accidents. Some even believed that the curse wasn't just limited to those who entered the tomb, but anyone who interacted with the artifacts within. Despite some limited evidence debunking the curse, it continues to capture the imagination and spark fear in those who dare to explore ancient Egypt. Is the tomb truly cursed, or is it just a series of unfortunate coincidences? Bloody death. These people have died bloody, fearsome deaths, claimed a horrified scientist as he observed the mass grave. For centuries, many have believed that ancient Egypt was a peaceful society, but this mass grave tells a different story. Hidden in the cliffs near Luxor, this tomb revealed the remains of 60 men who died from terrible wounds. It's believed that these bodies all belonged to men, and many showed signs of severe trauma, with skulls broken or pierced and arrows embedded in them, suggesting they were soldiers who died in battle. This discovery has completely shattered the belief that ancient Egypt was a relatively peaceful society and has opened the door to a more violent and chaotic past. It's a stark reminder that even in a seemingly serene and illustrious society, there is always a deeper, darker story waiting to be uncovered. These 60 graves may just be the tip of the iceberg, and there may be even more shocking discoveries waiting to be unearthed in the land of the pharaohs. Mummy juices.
In a pool of nasty red sewage water from pedestrians.
Okay, this is less terrifying as it is disgusting and slightly humorous. When scientists discovered a mysterious sarcophagus in Alexandria, Egypt, containing 3 decomposing mummies, they also found a pool of murky reddish-brown liquid in the chamber. Dubbed the mummy juice, rumors quickly spread that the liquid could hold medicinal or supernatural properties, and people were eager to bottle it for its supposed powers. Some even feared that the liquid may contain a poisonous metal like mercury. However, it turns out that the liquid was just sewage water that had leaked into the tomb over time. But that didn't stop people from wanting to sample it, with a petition on change.org garnering thousands of signatures from people wanting to drink the mummy juice and assume its powers. Sorry folks, but this is one discovery that should definitely stay hidden and untouched. Mummy curses.
Who holds the crook and flail, symbols of royal power.
While King Tut's tomb might be the most infamous cursed tomb in Egypt, Saqqara is home to another creepy curse that will make your hair stand on end. Some of the tombs discovered there have inscriptions on the walls threatening a terrible fate to anyone who dares to enter. But why did the ancient Egyptians curse anyone who entered? Thousands of years ago, when these tombs were still sealed and undisturbed, it was believed that spirits guarded the bodies of the dead and would harm anyone who tried to disturb their final resting place. The curses were meant to ward off tomb robbers and protect the mummies, but they also serve as a warning to those who may be tempted to disrupt the ancient artifacts and disturb the dead. So if you ever find yourself in Saqqara, you might want to think twice before entering any tombs with menacing inscriptions on the walls. Who knows what kind of curse you might unleash? While scientists don't buy into the superstition, they do respect the ancient Egyptians' beliefs and the importance of preserving history. And who knows, maybe there is some truth to the curses after all. Kenu.
The tomb belonged to a high-ranking priest who lived during the 2450th century BC.
Let's take a look at the allegedly haunted tomb of Irukapta, also known as Kenu, a high-ranking official serving during the 5th dynasty. Discovered in 1940, this secret tomb located near Una's broken pyramid offers a glimpse into the life of this man who lived between 2500 BC and 2350 BC. But what makes this tomb so terrifying is not only the beautiful paintings on the wall, walls that remain almost perfectly preserved, but also the smell of raw meat that still lingers within. It is said that Irukapta was buried with hordes of raw meat, as was customary for high-ranking officials. This could explain the overwhelming scent that still permeates the tomb today. But that's not all. Visitors are warned that this tomb is highly haunted, and to enter with utmost respect. Is the spirit of Irukapta still guarding his tomb and possessions? Even some expert researchers seem to think so. Assassin's Creed.
A hidden corridor measuring 30 feet long has been discovered inside the Great Pyramid.
This is less terrifying and more uncanny, but it is still fascinating. After Assassin's Creed Origins was released, scientists were shocked to find that some of the internal elements of the Great Pyramid were already accurately depicted in the game. From hidden rooms and internal spiral walkways to the overall structure and design of the pyramid, the game developers seem to have done their research accurately. What's even weirder, however, is that after scientists discovered a mysterious hidden open space in the Great Pyramid of Giza, they realized that this space was already present in the game. This just goes to show the level of attention to detail that goes into creating these historically based games, but has also led to some conspiracy theories about the developers of the game somehow predicting the future. How could they have known about this hidden space before it was even discovered by scientists? Maybe they just have a really good historian on their team, or maybe it's something spookier. Yarmouth Haunting. What's scarier than a mummy? A haunted one, such as the mummified remains of a supposed Egyptian princess that found its way to a school in Great Yarmouth. It was donated by a well-wisher, but soon the school was plagued by strange occurrences, including a foul smell and knocking noises in the night. It wasn't until they opened the casket in front of the whole school and realized they had left behind one of the princess's arms that the haunting stopped. Was this just a coincidence, or did disturbing the remains of an ancient Egyptian lead to a curse? This terrifying tale is one that still leaves experts scratching their heads and questioning the mysteries of ancient Egypt. This exotic gift quickly turned into nightmare fuel for not only the students, but the whole community. The mummy, meant to further the education of students, instead brought them a lesson in the dangers of disturbing ancient tombs, a chilling reminder that some things are best left untouched. Rousy Building. Let's take a look at a more modern discovery in Egypt that has left residents and visitors alike spooked for decades. The Rousy Building. Known as Alexandria's first house of horror, this 11-story apartment building has a murky past that continues to intrigue and disturb people to this day. Originally named Building 412, it was left unfinished for over half a century before finally being completed in 2021 after multiple rounds of renovations. But its haunted history remains a mystery, with rumors of ghosts, mysterious disappearances, and supernatural occurrences. Some believe that the building was cursed due to the displacement of graves during its construction, while others attribute the haunting to darker and more sinister forces. The Rousy Building has sparked debate and controversy in Egypt, with some calling for its demolition and others fascinated by its paranormal reputation. Even Egyptian celebrities refuse to step foot inside. The mystery surrounding the Rousy Building makes it a must-visit for any thrill seekers exploring the haunted side of Egypt. But according to legend, it might just be your last adventure. Queen's Wine.
Bidos discovered 5,000-year-old wine jar.
There's a reason that the discovery of sealed jars of wine in Queen Meretneith's tomb is causing quite a stir. Not only is it extremely rare to find wine from this time period, but the wine may hold secrets and exciting information that could potentially change our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture. The University of Vienna researchers who made the discovery believe that this queen may have been the first female pharaoh of ancient Egypt. And if that's the case, then the wine buried with her could tell us so much about her reign and the customs and traditions of the time. Wine was highly valued in ancient Egypt and believed to have both medicinal and ceremonial purposes. The sealed jars could potentially hold a whole wealth of information about the ingredients, techniques, and customs surrounding winemaking in this ancient civilization. Despite that, there have been some rumors of these jars containing diseases and curses, adding to the mystery and intrigue surrounding this find. Plus, some bold internet users have decided they want to try a sip of this 5,000-year-old wine. Haunted underground. What's the connection between the London Underground and ancient Egypt? Apparently, the disused British Museum station is haunted by the spirit of an Egyptian princess, Amun-Ra. According to legend, the princess's sarcophagus was brought to the station in the early 1900s for excavation, but was disturbed by construction on the tube. This caused her angry spirit to haunt the tunnels, terrifying passengers with her wailing and screaming. Some have even reported seeing her undead form, dressed in a loincloth. It's said that the station's closure in 1933 was due to this haunting, as workers refused to continue working there. This chilling legend adds an eerie element to an already spooky place and reminds us that the spirits of ancient Egypt may still roam among us and continue to persist to this day. With more and more reports of sightings and paranormal activity in the London Underground, who knows what other ancient entities may be lurking in the shadows? Lost mummy.
Archaeologists in Egypt say they unearthed a tomb that hasn't been touched since it was sealed 4,400 years ago.
Next, let's take a look at the tomb of Ptahshepsis, a high official who lived during the 24th and 25th centuries BCE. This tomb was discovered nearly 160 years ago by French archaeologist Auguste Mariette, but was soon buried again by sands in the western desert. It wasn't until a recent rediscovery by Czech archaeologists that this lost tomb was able to be fully uncovered. Inside, they found a mummy, once belonging to a man who changed the course of Egyptian history. This discovery has been hailed as one of the most remarkable finds in recent Egyptian archaeology, providing valuable insight into the life and times of Ptahshepsis and his family. But this discovery also raises questions about other lost tombs and secrets still waiting to be discovered in this ancient land. Given Ptahshepsis' political, historical, and religious significance, the tomb is one of the most remarkable discoveries of the recent periods in Egyptian archaeology, said the scientists. Could they be right? Pharaoh's ghost. While it's not exactly at the level of a ghost caught on camera, archaeologists did uncover a unique discovery in the tomb of Unas. The ghost is an image of Unas carved into the wall of the pyramid, showing the king with divine powers, controlling the flooding of the Nile. This suggests that Unas held a great deal of power and believed himself to be a divine figure. Some may say this is simply an artistic expression, but others believe it could be evidence of a spiritual entity that used to exist in the days of ancient Egypt. The fact that Unas's body was never found adds even more intrigue to this discovery. Was the king's spirit trapped within the pyramid and unable to move on? While it may not be a traditional ghost sighting, the image of Unas remaining in his tomb for eternity is a haunting and eerie reminder of the powerful beings that once ruled over ancient Egypt. Old Egypt. Ancient Egypt is already old enough, but in one discovery by Dr. Renee Friedman, it has now been rewritten that it's even older than we thought possible. In the ancient grave, excavated in Hierakonpolis, Egypt, scientists discovered not just human burials, but also strange animal burials. These animals, now believed to be part of religious or spiritual ceremonies, include crocodiles, turtles, baboons, and other exotic creatures. This discovery completely changed our understanding of how the prehistoric Egyptians lived and what their beliefs may have been. Dr. Friedman described the find as one of the most exciting in Egypt and continues to research and uncover more secrets buried within this ancient site. The cemetery, which was once believed to be a small community, may have actually been home to a thriving population of up to 10,000 people. From this discovery alone, we can see that there is still so much more to learn about the incredible civilization of ancient Egypt, but it's not all cool. Some of the things we find are downright terrifying.